Hi, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your August 16th, 2023 new moon reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the YouTube algorithm see this channel, so thank you so very much. If you're interested in a private reading, a private personalized meditation, or an animal healing, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. If you're having trouble booking a reading or a meditation or an animal healing, email me at daneharttarot@gmail.com. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below, as will the link to my website. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So, Leo, just from the singing bowl, I do know that there's something we're trying to hold on to that we need to let go of. It doesn't mean that we stop caring or that we don't want a good outcome. It's that it's not for us to hold on to right now, like we're holding too tightly. So just be aware of this. Let's see the energy that Spirit wants us to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. The sun reversed. This is something you usually don't have to worry about. Now, this could be a no answer, okay? Or be mindful of thinking something is a no and it might not be, because this is the energy to be mindful of. But there's usually something that we don't have to worry about, or we don't have to think about, or we don't have to kind of connect with. And we're going to be worrying about it, thinking about it, connecting with it during this time, or we're going to need to kind of like check in. So just be aware of that. We're also going to be more worried about things during this time for one reason or another, and afraid of letting things shine or letting things move forward, or just worried about the sun. It could be, our son. We could just be worried about our son. So just be aware of that, or a child, or a grandson, or nephew. So just be aware of this. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. So this here is abundance reversed. We're not really seeing ourselves as abundance, as prosperous. We're seeing ourselves more as kind of having to struggle. So here it's calling in abundance. It's saying, I am an abundant being. And believing it and saying it over and over again until we start to believe it. We start to change our energy vibration. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. And show me clearly, angels. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Okay. What's really interesting is we're crowned with love, which absolutely correlates to this time, astrologically speaking. There is an air sign energy, a Gemini, a Libra, and Aquarius. This person can be a bit of a fantasist. Now, we have strong Gemini energy here, but I see that in a very positive light. Like, this card is kind of glowing positively, and this card is a little bit more in shadow. So this card is kind of coming through negative. There's somebody who's a bit of a fantasist, likes to make up stories, has a lot of illusions, thinks they hold a lot of power, but I don't see them as actually holding power, being kind of rather more childlike. And I don't mean that, well, I do mean that meanly, but this person thinks they have more power, hold more power than they actually do. So just be aware of this and buying into their lies. Okay, so before I dive into these cards, let's go and talk about this time, astrologically speaking. The new moon is at 23 degrees of Leo. Both the sun and the moon are in Leo. And so, Leo, this is a very powerful time for us. We're ruled by the sun. So, when the sun is reversed for us, we cannot be feeling like we shine. This can be a more difficult time, a more nuanced time than we would really want it to be. So, just be aware of this. We are very stubborn during this time, but we are also really open to new beliefs. Leo brings confidence, creativity, vitality, love, life, enthusiasm. You're bringing natural leadership energy forward during this time. There's also, being the hero of your own story and letting yourself shine. You're having a bit of difficulty letting yourself shine, but let yourself shine. The new moon is a time of darkness. Okay, it is the time of darkness between lunar cycles. This is also seen as a time as that the moon is in the underworld, and it will be reborn on the 17th or the 18th of August. It is a time of death, it is a time of rebirth, but it is not a time for manifestation, but for self-realization. This is a time to go into the self, to see the self, connect with the self. Venus is also in the underworld, right? And it's at the same time as the new moon. And with Venus conjunct the new moon and the sun, she is moving from being our evening star to being our morning star. She's moving her face, her way of connecting in our night sky. We too are moving our face, our way of connecting in our sky, in our world. Now, Pluto is T squared, the lunar nodes, right? So this brings fear versus love energy forward. Like, which one are we going to choose, fear or love? It also brings victim versus creator energy forward. Which one are we going to be, the victim or the creator? So know that those energies come forward very, very powerfully during this time. The black moon Lilith is at 24 degrees Leo, linking the moon and linking this new moon and the symbol of the wild, instinctive feminine together. Venus conjunct the moon and black moon Lilith bring this rebellious energy around love. It's just around love, expressing love, having love come forward, and yet love is everything for you. So during this time, love is everything. Love is everything. That connection, the love, the passion, it's everything. Don't get caught up in the passion. Spirit just said, "Ooh, don't get caught up in the passion. It's the love. It's the I see both faces of you. I understand you, your complexity, your intensity. I see you. I respect you. I connect with you." Uranus is squared the sun and the moon. Individuality, speaking the truth, being brave, and being fully ourselves are what we're called to do. Jupiter is trine Mercury. This brings big ideas and expanding of the mind. Now, Mars is conjunct Mercury, which is very, very good. And I have a bit of a pause here. I don't know why. Spirit's just saying, just be very aware. With Mars conjunct Mercury, it's a very good energy. It makes us very practical, and it also makes us very health focused. So just be aware of that. Mars is opposing Neptune. Now, this energy is more complex. I don't see it as being so much as a warning as I have for other signs, but be aware of this. Mars is all about goals, goal oriented, especially if you have strong Aries in your chart. Aries is ruled by Mars, all right? But Mars is all about goals, obtaining, succeeding. Neptune is about our dreams. So our drive can be losing sight of our dreams, and our dreams are not connecting with our drive. And so we have something that we want to achieve, we want to go after, and yet we don't feel inspired. We don't feel connected. And that can make us feel really disjointed during this time. So just be aware of that. We can feel lost. The sun, moon, and Venus are close to the royal star Regulus. All right. Now, this is the heart of the lion. And this is important because Leo, it's the heart of the lion in the constellation of Leo. And that's us. This is reminding us of our heart energy. Our heart energy is being called on a lot from this new moon to the next new moon. Venus, as she rises as the morning star, is right above Hydra. Now, Hydra is the serpent, okay? And this is significant because it's also representative of sacred feminine energy that has been in the underworld. So just as Venus has been in the underworld and is being reborn, the sacred feminine has been in the underworld and is being reborn. Saturn is in the stars of Aquarius, okay? And this is absolutely beautiful because Aquarius is the water bearer. And right now we have Saturn helping to pour the living waters, the waters of life, the waters of wisdom onto the earth, onto us, and reminding us that we are energetic beings. Uranus and Jupiter are squaring the new moon and Venus, which is very close to the heart of Cetus. Now, Cetus the whale reminds us of the wisdoms of the deep waters. The sacred healing waters reminds us of the healing waters of the sacred feminine that runs within our bodies. So that's going to be such a powerful connection. Our Leo energy is connecting us with our hearts. Us being Leos, we are already connected with our hearts, and our hearts play a powerful role as we move forward. We have the lovers right here. Love always makes me think anyway of the heart, and so many people, when I draw a little heart from my nephew and he says, oh, that means I love you, it's what we learn at a very young age. There's a sense here of duality of us, duality of spirit. This can also link us very strongly to a Gemini energy, but there's that twin energy, there's that love energy, there's that energy of moving forward. Nothing's going to be quite straightforward during this time. We're going to say, oh, it's a little bit this, but it's a little bit that. It's a yes and it's a no. It's a, if it's a little bit, it's just like things need to be melded together, mixed together during this time, which we can find a little bit infuriating because we want it to be a little bit more straightforward, kind of like a flashlight, the light, the sun shining on something, illuminating, guiding. That's going to be what we want. And yet Spirit is saying here, it's going to be more nuanced. So, accept it. The Queen of Swords energy. The swords are complex. So the swords are words. These are lies. The sword is the mind. We can find that certain things just aren't adding up. No matter how hard we try to merge things together, certain things that people have told us, or even certain old beliefs that we have had, they're not lining up anymore. But be very, very mindful of fantasists. Very, very mindful of pathological liars, of people who lie and they believe their lies, and their lies become like air, become like gospel to them. Be very aware of this, Leo. Okay? Be very aware. This is somebody who, again, is coming through very childlike. And it's not like in that childlike innocence, it's in that childlike meanness. You know how some kids can just be cruel and you look at them and you're like, whoa, what the heck is wrong with you? Type of thing. It's that type of energy. It's the innocence of they want to appear kind of helpless, a little bit meek. They think it's very cute. This person is not cute. This person is not cute. They're the complete opposite of cute. So just be aware of that. Manipulative, likes to pit people against each other, tells little lies to this person, tells little lies to that person, and sees what happens. And they kind of get a kick out of it. So just be aware of that. Just be aware of that energy. That's a negative air sign energy. Okay. Very much messing with your head type of energy. And again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, it can be. All right. Doesn't have to be only those signs. They can have a lot of that air sign energy in their chart. So just be aware. You can know air sign energies that are perfectly lovely, because I do see there's a Gemini energy in your life that's perfectly lovely, or that's presenting here as loving, compassionate, really calling your angels forward, blessing on you. But there's an energy here that's just, it's negative. It's like you have the positive side shining through really, really brightly, and you have that negative side. It's like the angel and the devil on the shoulder. Very much energy here. You're tired of fighting. You're tired of battles. You just are. And it's like, listen, I know I can fight this. I know I can win this, but I don't always need to be fighting all the time. And I see this with this person here. It's like, you know what? I'm pretty much done with you. We're done. We're not pretty much. I'm done with you. I'm done with you. This is over. I'm tired of the battles that it brings. We're having here with the repeat of the number 9, we're having a bit of difficulty with the human experience. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you're born on the cusp with cancer, or you have cancer energy in your chart, check out that one. Check out that reading, because they're also having a bit of difficulty with the human experience. It's just like they're feeling things, the energy, the fact that Saturn is reminding us that we're energy beings, and Saturn is so practical and down to earth and connected with the earth and grounding. We're having a bit of difficulty here with the fact that, it's like, oh, it's another battle I have to fight. Oh, it's another intense moment I have to have. It's like, oh my gosh, seriously, I don't want this. And then the 9 of Swords is worry, doubt, fear, overthinking, overanalyzing. And it's really interesting because you're covering your ears, right? My nephew does that when he's really scared. And I think it's the most hysterical thing, because I never saw anybody do that before. But he covers his ears. And it's like, okay, dude, but here, it's like, I'm scared. I'm covering my ears. It's the hear no evil, right, monkey? Not the see no evil, not the say no evil. It's the hear no evil. And that's also what we're done with. We're done with the battles, but we're also done with the noise, the external. It's like, it's banging, it's chaos, it's noise that takes us out of focus and takes us out of our lives. and puts us into a place of just feeling overwhelmed and disjointed. So just be very, very aware of that. With the Nine of Swords, worry, doubt, fear, not taking care of ourselves, not sleeping is going to be a very big thing. We're going to do things that calm us, that soothe us, but it's not going to be sleeping. You can be scrolling through our phone. And I do see us kind of attracted more to a screen, something bright, something shining, kind of representing that sun energy that we're seeking, but not going out in the sun. It would be very beneficial for you to go out in the sun, for you to get that vitamin D, let those rays, heal your body, connect with your soul, even helping your eyes. There's actually, a correlation with eye health and the sun. So letting that light come in is going to be very, very, very important. With the Page of Wands, you are represented by the wands in the minor arcana. This is a time of immense and powerful learning. Immense and powerful learning. There's also a connection here with the heart chakra. There's a connection with the crown chakra here. Okay, just backing up a moment. Okay, the repeat of the color white coming through just so powerfully, just all of a sudden started shining forward. The crown chakra right here is at the top of our head. Okay, it's at our crown. We need to start visualizing having a box placed before us, Leo, opening that box and pulling out the most beautiful, exquisite crown. Take a moment. Take a moment just to breathe out, releasing all negativity, relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your body. Just breathe out. Visualize yourself sitting, having a box placed before you, opening up this beautiful box, and having the most exquisite crown shining at you, shining up at you. You reach your hands forward. You take this crown, a symbol of how you see your inner self, and you reverently, slowly, carefully, divinely place that crown on your head, knowing that you are a divine being. You are connected to the stars through the stardust that runs through your veins. You are powerful, you are exquisite, and the God's head runs deep within your body. It shines deep within you. It runs throughout your veins, the power of the God's head that has been hidden inside you. Because it is easier for human beings to look outward at what seems impossible than to look inward. And the new moon is calling us to look inward. It brings us then to our heart chakra, which is also our liver energy. Green is symbolizing our liver energy in Qigong. Our liver energy is where we hold our anger. Our heart chakra is where we hold our love. And remember, the heart talks more to the brain than the brain does to the heart. So this is going to be a time where we release anger, pain, hurts, disappointments, and we let our heart shine. We let our love come forward. We're going to be learning so much during this time that it's exquisite, but it can be overwhelming. We are also going to be a little bit childlike, but not in that negative way at all, but in the way of, I'm curious, I'm asking questions, I'm diving deeper, I'm learning, I'm exploring, I'm, opened to wonders and possibilities. And that guides us in such a way that it opens up doors. And we're going to see us moving forward, not held back by the limitations of what we think we should have or what we think we shouldn't have, but opened like a child is, opened to the endless possibilities of what the world holds for us and what connects us. So let's see what the moon has to say for herself. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides. Yeah, this makes perfect sense. Fear linked with the Nine of Swords, absolutely. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Oh, goodness. And spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, angels. Oh, goodness. Okay. So it's this one right here, as everything else was just caught from falling, which is brilliant. Okay. Okay. We need to have clear boundaries. That's going to be super, super, super important. We don't have them right now. We need to have clear boundaries. And we need to know that nothing is yet set in stone. We think something is already decided, already settled. We've kind of, you know, think we see the whole line in front of us. Nothing is yet set in stone. So just be very, very aware of that. It moves us to extremes. This person right here, whomever this person is, this this deceitful, lying, person, it brings extreme emotions forward. And I'm not surprised because they get a kick out of that. And it says, take time to breathe out. You're letting this person rile you up. Of course they would. Take time to breathe out. You're not doing that. Take time to breathe out is reversed. Take time to breathe. Take time to focus on your breath, to meditate, to connect, whether that be through exercising, whether that be through sitting and meditating. It's up to you, but take time to breathe. A personal issue reaches resolution, not by the full moon, okay, which is on the 31st. A personal issue, though, does reach resolution. But here, the full moon, and it could have been brought forward because we have 2 full moons during this month. It could have been brought forward on the 1st, and it's coming forward now to the 16th. But also, we have the next full moon on the 31st of August. So there's a sense here of like a personal issue. It's brought to a head during this time, but I don't see it fully resolving, okay, by the full moons. No, okay, I'm listening to spirit more. No, battle started, first full moon. Then we have the new moon, okay? That first full moon, it made us feel not powerful. We're going to feel much more powerful because the issue is bringing a resolution around the time of this new moon. It's not on the new moon though. It's further away. And then there's going to be something that's happening that's starting up. It's a different issue starting up around the 31st. That's going to make us think like, oh my gosh, where's my power again? Like, where's my power? And we feel overwhelmed, but it's 2 separate issues. And I know that it's like, oh, great. How does that help me? But you do great. You do great. Don't worry about it. We have worry, doubt, and fear. That's why I laugh. It's like, don't worry about it, but we're going to. We have fear holding us hostage, holding us caged inside of us, keeping that cage there so we're never truly feeling free. And it says, have faith in your dreams, but that's reversed. We're not having faith in our dreams. We're having a lot of fear guide us forward, hold us back, and rule us. So be aware of that. Taking time to breathe, taking time to connect, taking time to let go is going to be so important. Self-reflection during this time. The answers you need are coming, absolutely. And you're going to realize that you hold more power and you are the key to a lot more things than you have realized. And that's what you're starting your journey as. You're starting your journey. It doesn't matter your age. It doesn't matter, where you are in your life. You're starting a journey to be led by the heart and to open up doors to you that just felt like, no, couldn't do it. And now it's like, oh, yes, I can. And the answers are coming from the heart, but also a release of anger, a release of chains that were holding you back. It brings us now to our subconscious energy to be mindful of. And this is the Queen of Swords coming through again, that lying, deceitful, fantasist, setting things up, putting like planting people against each other, planting little seeds in people so that nobody trusts the other person and you're always kept off balance. Be aware of this. This person speaks with such authority. Like they really do. They have a tendency to, sit there and if you didn't know them or if you didn't know better or if you couldn't read people, you'd be like, oh wow, this person absolutely knows. And they're as fickle as the winds. They change so fast and they are not on your side. They are not. Subconscious spirit message here is inspire reversed. We're not feeling very inspired. We have a lot on our plate. We can feel very overwhelmed, but bringing the inspiration back, taking time for what used to inspire us, what used to spark joy within our lives is going to be a very important thing. Our subconscious tarot message is the tower. We're going through a tower time. Subconsciously, we know that things are changing, that the landscape will not be the same. And this is just powerful, intense change. It could be in the negative for some of us. Subconsciously, we're going through it and it's not as enjoyable. For others, it is just going to be, wow, I never look at that the same way again. So just be aware there's powerful, intense change that is pushing us forward in directions that we hadn't anticipated. Kind of, we would have stayed stuck, we would have stayed bound, we would have stayed tied, we would have stayed smaller and more miserable. But the tower fell, and it pushed us out of the comfort and of the comfortable. It did. It pushed us out of the routine, and it broke open the world. And now we're staring at the world, and it's like, how do I build this? How do I move forward? What do I need? Our subconscious spirit message is a new romantic cycle begins. It does. There's a new harmony coming over our lives, coming into ourselves. Will we take advantage of it? Will we talk with it? Will we lead forward with it? Will we move forward in what we love and what we want and what we desire? Or will we let this new cycle pass us by? All right. All right, Leo. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. I love that harmony at the end, the smoothness of that singing bowl. That's brilliant, Leo. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Leo. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless, and have a blessed moon. Bye.